Hello everybody, this is Sean. I'm back again. Thanks for popping on. Especially those of you that are joining a little bit later, we welcome you. Again, I'm trying to keep my discussions down to 10 minutes. So we're going to shoot for 10 minutes. And the topic today in this 10 minutes is going to be, how do you get out of your own way? Or maybe more importantly, how do you not get in your own way? And so what I want to share with you is about 10 ways that you can stay out of your own way in terms of getting things done, okay, or getting things accomplished. So number one, the first is remember why you're doing it. So what's the larger purpose of why you're hoping to do what you're trying to do? And again, I think that nobody really sets out to do something that they don't have any value at the end of doing it. So type a 1 down in the comment section here if anybody has ever been frustrated working for or with somebody where you felt like you were doing something for no reason, or you were constantly redoing things for no good reason. Okay. If you're one of those people that did type a 1, and if you're like me, it's very, very frustrating for me when I feel like I'm wasting my time redoing things. I don't care if I'm getting paid for it or not, right? I still very much want that sense of accomplishment. The second thing, and it kind of ties into the first thing, which is think about the outcome. Does it excite you? Okay. Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining. Does the outcome excite you? So I don't know how motivated the Egyptians were to build the pyramids, right? But that was a pretty monstrous, miraculous task that they pulled off. So I'm going to guess somebody had a certain amount of excitement and energy level around getting those suckers knocked out, right? So what is your pyramid? What is your project that you're trying to get accomplished? And if it doesn't excite you, if there's no value at the end of it, it's probably going to be one of those things that goes undone. You really want to ask yourself, should you even be doing it to begin with? Raul, thanks for joining, bud. And hey, by the way, I know you were in my neck of the woods. Real good of you to swing by and see me. Boomer sooner. Third thing, focus on important stuff. And this sounds a lot like what I just said, but it's a little bit different, right? This is more about time as a commodity. So how do you spend your time in that same pursuit of getting something done? Whether you're doing it yourself, whether you're seeking help, whether you're helping somebody else. Understand there's only so many hours in a day, which is why we're keeping these to 10 minutes, because I want to be respectful of your time. So I would say focus on the stuff that you're going to do that are for your strength, and you need to seek help or outsource even potentially things that don't really fall under your bailiwick, right? Don't, unless it's something that you're just passionate about developing, if you're trying to get things done, just trying to get them accomplished, outsource that stuff, okay? If you don't have the money, I got it, right? But then maybe we'll talk about how you leverage the bartering system or things that you might do for other people to get things in return. Okay, but time's a commodity. Only focus on the important stuff. Number 4, throughout the day, your energy level, your focus might wane a little bit. Try listening to music. That might help you stay productive. When I think about my workouts, right, if I get in and I run, man, I cannot run without music, right? So that's something that I need to get done. However, the music kind of helps keep me focused and energized throughout it. Work can be the same way. Again, I don't know what your work environment is, so if you're somebody that likes to listen to loud music, put your earbuds in. If you work at home, it may be a non-issue. Knock yourself out. Make sure you can hear the phone ring. Might be soft mood music, something playing in the background, but that's something that has been proven to help increase productivity. Move around, right? Don't stay stagnant too long. You want to stay fresh. You want to stay focused. You want to take the requisite number of breaks, but you've got to have that blood flow and activity because that gets oxygen to your brain, which you're using, right, to stay focused, to stay on task, and to get things done. Tying into that a little bit, right, keeping your brain engaged is take time to meditate and think. And when I say meditate, right, whether it's your full-on I'm not suggesting that necessarily, maybe, if that works for you. But if nothing else, plan into your day time that you're going to sit and reflect on what you've done, what you need to do, what's going well, what's maybe not going so well, right? But bake in that thinking time. When you think about, and I've got the book around here somewhere. I'm killing myself here. Anyway, and I'm forgetting the title. I was hoping to be more specific, but it's basically a book about what great leaders do, what very accomplished people do, what their behaviors are, what their tendencies are. And what you'll hear time and time again from very successful people is that they always plan in time to think and read. Okay? So make it a point that you're doing it for yourself, whether it's at the beginning of the day, whether it's in the midday, whether you're reflecting at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Fernando, hey, good to see you, man. Fernando's popping in from Florida. Number 7, stop comparing yourself. Okay? Look, I've told y'all before, I'm very, very competitive. Okay? And it is tempting to look left and look right and go, hey, Sally's taken her career and done this, or Billy's done this in terms of his project, and gosh, I've only done this. It doesn't matter. Quit doing that, because your mountain to climb is your plan of action. Okay? It doesn't matter whether somebody else is crushing it or not, whether their career is taking off faster than yours or not. Be you. Live in the moment, get your stuff accomplished, and then the next thing is celebrate, right? Take time to celebrate your successes. And I don't mean necessarily just at the end of the project, but I mean, set some milestones for yourself. What might you do? And it doesn't need to be anything extravagant, right? But hey, if I get X, Y, and Z done, then I'm going to treat myself to whatever it is that you enjoy doing, okay? Give up the idea of perfection. Okay, I think this is number 9. Give up the idea of perfection. And I think I've said this before, is an imperfect done is better than undone perfection. So something that's finished and complete imperfectly is better than something that you've got this plan of perfection that isn't done. All right, let's think about a restaurant as an example. If your project is to start up a restaurant and your competitors next door, right, and they finished, and maybe they don't have the right awning out front, or maybe it wasn't in the colors they wanted, or maybe they got a different style handle on the front door, right? But they were like, heck with it. We're moving through that. We're not going to let that slow us up. We're getting done. We're opening our doors. Boom, we're getting meals out. We're creating revenue. Whereas you're over here, the awning's not the right color. Wah, wah. Or the doorknob isn't really the style that we wanted. Wah, wah. So I'm waiting 3 weeks for those replacement parts to come in. I'm not opening. I'm not earning money. You guys get the idea, right? Now, I get it. There's some things that do need to be. There are tasks that might need to be perfect. If you're an engineer or you're a heart surgeon, okay, I'm not saying go, hey, just sew her up, a complete heart surgery is better than perfect. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying don't get wrapped around the axle on details. Okay, 80-20 rule. 20% of the stuff represents 80% of what matters. Okay, so focus on the critical mass, that 20% that gets you to the 80% of meaningfulness of the completion of what you need to get done. Finally, number 10 is help somebody else. I've preached and preached and preached on servant leadership. Boom, this falls into that category. Help someone else. Because often, again, their needs help you fulfill your needs. That's just kind of the way that the universe operates. Secondly, there are scientific proof that the good feelings you get from helping others does create endorphins that provide positive energy for you. Guess what? To get the other stuff on your list finished, right? Maybe that's what you're doing when you take this time out to treat yourself, is to say, I'm going to treat myself to this time to help somebody else. And then finally, you're generating capital with that other person. Okay? You're generating positive relationship capital with that person. We talked about earlier that if you're focusing on the stuff that you're strong at doing, and somebody else, the thing that you're not strong at, you seek help. Well, guess what? You might have created this type of capital by helping somebody that can in turn turn around and help you. Okay? So look, that's my 10 minutes. Again, I appreciate everybody that popped on. I hope that you guys get some value out of this. If it did provide some value, type value down in the comment section. If there's somebody that you think can benefit, whether it's somebody that reports to you that struggles getting things done, or it's a coworker that doesn't report to you that you think struggles and gets in their own way in terms of getting things done, please feel free to forward this on to them. Would love that. And then also what I'm going to do as soon as I pop off of here is I'm going to add a picture of the article that I used as a guideline to come up with some of this topic matter if you guys want to read in more detail. With that, hope everybody has a great rest of your Wednesday, hump day, and enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll be on later. Take care. We love you guys.